Hey there, it's Lucas Catton. And as I was wrapping up some things this afternoon, I've been doing a lot of writing lately. I've been writing some lessons for the Opioid Independence Program and doing a lot of research, digging into really all kind of different things about people, the human condition, and most importantly, how we can heal from things and recover from things, whatever it may be. Because most of us, probably likely all of us, are in recovery from something at some point in our lives. And the current state of things around the world, and certainly here in the United States, has been troubling. Obviously, there's been some horrific events that have occurred. There's been very noticeable systemic injustices and issues and problems and things that we're having to face right now, let alone the global pandemic where people are locked in their homes or shut down to some degree, or their businesses are closed, or there's their very survival is being threatened in many different directions. And it's a difficult time. It is a very difficult time for a lot of people right now. And it reminded me of something I wrote about a month ago, actually. And it was in taking a look at this, that wounds that aren't cleaned become infected. We must have compassion for each other and ourselves so that we can begin to heal. Otherwise, the infection will continue to spread. And I think that really hit me today, especially, and as news of riots and protests and things continue to break out. And then my wife was targeted on the road today in a case of lashing out. And thankfully, she's fine, other than very shaken. My oldest son was in the car as well. And the point is this: I was also happened to be writing something today about forgiveness, and and reminded of the work of Archbishop Desmond Tutu and his Book of Forgiving and the fourfold path to healing ourselves and our world, and how this all plays into what's going on currently, and that we have to be able to take a very serious look at ourselves, all of us, not us and them, not this group versus that group. We all have to be able to take a look at ourselves and see where we're hurting, see where we're struggling, and allow ourselves to heal and allow other people to heal and have the conversations. What does it take? What is needed to be able to heal? What sort of systemic changes need to be put in place? Because the election cycle that's coming up in November is not going to help anything. No matter who wins, it's not going to actually help the situation, because it's still an us versus them scenario. If you're on any kind of social media right now, or if you're, depending on which news channels you watch, hopefully there's very little of all the above, but you're getting bombarded with messages about somebody else who's wrong, or somebody else who should have done or not done something, or a lot of finger pointing and a lot of fear-based comments, because that's the condition that most of us are in right now, is that we are operating from a place of fear, that we're unsure about where things are going. We're unsure about what's going to happen next. We're unsure about our jobs. We're unsure about our safety. We're unsure about so many different things. And this fear is driving irrational thinking and irrational behavior on all fronts. And it's not that it's not justified, because I'm not saying that it's not justified. What I am saying is that we have to all look at each other as we would want to be viewed ourselves, and to allow ourselves to express the things that we're fearful of, and to find solutions for, and to express things that we don't understand and that we want to understand, and to express things that have hurt us, so that we can begin to heal and allow other people to do the same and listen to them. Because we are listening to us. We're listening to ourselves when we do that. Otherwise, it's just the next news cycle. It's just the next tragedy. It's just the next horrific situation. When in reality, we live in an amazing world made up of amazing people who, if you go out on the street today and talk to just about any stranger, is going to be friendly toward you if you approach in a friendly manner. If not, they're going to be fearful because of the messages that they're receiving, because of the things that are going on, and because of tragedies that are occurring and things that are being perpetrated against other people. So my rambling is all about the quote that I had opened up with, about cleaning the wounds. Otherwise, the infection spreads. And our infection is definitely a political thing. It's definitely driven by, in a non-conspiracy manner, it's driven by large media conglomerates who are pushing forth their messages that we're supposed to accept. There's a lot of that. No matter what sides somebody is on, these messages are being fed to us. And to think that they're just reporting the news is naive in my book. Whether you're watching Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or, anything, The Blaze or Epoch Times, like whatever it is that you're looking at, or anything like that out there, there's an agenda behind it. And they're trying to convince us of something, of their messages that they're pushing out. It's not just factual reporting. So let's push that aside and look at how can we first begin to heal ourselves and others. And let's start there. Let's start allowing healing to occur, opening up and listening, and the recognition that there is not an us versus them. It is only us. And we deserve better. All of us. Let's open up our hearts and stop the fearful thinking. We'll get a lot further. I wish you well.